Welcome back to another episode of the Lab Review. We're your hosts, Ari, La Ramsey, and Britt. We're excited for a new episode, and I like to kick it off with a little bit of D'Angelo. Did anybody tune into the Verzuz, well, I should say D'Angelo and Friends episode of Verzuz last week?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think about it?
Unfortunately, no.
Britt?
Well, it was just because I was out of town, you guys. I like D'Angelo.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying I didn't write it in my journal or anything to make it, but
Normally there is some shareage of the information on your page. I don't remember seeing any of that. So I guess you really weren't feeling it.
I don't remember it being marketed correctly because I didn't know about it.
I did hear some people say that they didn't even know it was happening.
Right.
Well, because you have sites like the Shade Room, Spiritual World that normally kind of boost up the verses as they're about to happen. And I noticed that really didn't happen this time. I don't know if it was because he's more of a neo-soul artist. I don't know. I mean, they promoted Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. So,
Yeah. I just feel like that part wasn't promoted well, just like Alicia Keys and John Legend. I didn't know about theirs either. And Alicia's married to
No, I
Swiss.
didn't care because I really wasn't interested in Duel of the Pianos myself.
But I don't think I knew about it until like the day after. I missed that one too.
La Ramsey, do you think like the format, because it was just like D'Angelo and Friends versus like the traditional format of the Verzuz, that played an impact?
I think a lot of people thought there weren't going to be any friends. And I know when it first started, it was like, okay, DJ going in. Okay, DJ Scratch, this is cool. He was setting the vibe. Then he went further away from D'Angelo, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. This isn't even music that vibes with D'Angelo. And then I was like, okay, so whenever he comes back, I know that means D'Angelo is pretty near. And he switched it back towards the end, but he had a whole hour. What was it? An hour-long DJ set?
At least an hour. That's something that I have an issue with the Verzuz in general. Just the pre-game or whatever you want to call it. Maybe 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes. Like, do we really need an hour of setting the tone? Like, no, I'm older. Even though it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't either. It doesn't even start till 8 or 9. The artist doesn't come out to is it 9? That they started 8?
I think the last one started at 9 o'clock and then D'Angelo came out at 10.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm in the house.
Was it nice? You guys enjoyed it?
I did. I like the I liked that he had her come out, that they brought her out. And it seemed to me that he didn't know who the friends were going to be.
He didn't.
He seemed surprised, and that was good.
So these were his friends?
Really, yes. People that had some kind of connection, either they were on a song with him. So Method Man and Redman came out first. And because we were like, I don't think there's gonna be any friends. And before you know it, here they go. I was like, okay. And I had to go back to our one of our last episodes with Wendy Williams. And I was like, okay, Wendy, now's the time, girl. You could tell which one was it. Was it Redman or was it Method Man?
Wendy, her messing up their name, it takes, I'll be cracking up. Like, I don't understand how she don't know.
I don't know. She might not remember. We said this the last time, that was during her drug time. So
Method could have used that to his advantage. Like, she didn't even remember my name, so how could it be me? Like, I would have denied it.
Right.
One of the mans is, it was one
Not
of
me. It wasn't me.
So what about her? I don't remember them having music together.
No, but she's done that song. She's done that song in concert with what's his name? Oh Lord. Come on.
Daniel Caesar?
Yes.
Now I thought it was a good blend. You know, I didn't have a problem with it, but when you mentioned people that he recorded with, that's I was like, I didn't really remember.
No, I said recorded or had a connection with. And she's done that song off the same song in the past.
Yeah. Now I thought maybe it might be like Angie Stone may have come out.
I thought Baby Mama was gonna come.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying Lauryn Hill, and I thought maybe that's why there was an hour delay. You know, but
you got jokes.
As much as I would have loved to see Lauryn Hill, I just knew she wasn't coming.
Yeah, I figured she wasn't coming either. But then, you know, I just got to say this. I was a little concerned about my brother because he had on that jacket. And first off, the jacket seemed hot as hell. And secondly, all those candles that were on the ground, I really was worried about fire starting.
Girl, I thought you were about to say candles on the jacket.
I thought they were fake candles.
Oh, were they? I don't know. They look real to me.
I was hoping they were fake.
I watched on my phone though, so I'm not sure. You probably had a better view if you were looking on the tablet or something like that. So somebody let us know whether the candle is real or fake. Somebody leave a comment, let us know, because I was concerned.
So now I gotta go YouTube and try to find the verses.
Yeah. And I mean, it was pretty quick once you get to his part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was done by like 11, a little after 11. So, you know, and I enjoyed what he did. I knew, you know, I was familiar with most of the work, and it just kind of flowed. So.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband enjoyed it too. Apparently that last album was one of his favorites, so.
Ooh. Okay.
How does it feel?
The Vanguard album?
Not the last album, one of his last albums.
Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute now.
Now some people did like that album though, the last, but no, I was talking about before.
I like pieces of it, but overall, you know, there was like maybe 2 or 3 songs, like the one he performed. I don't know the words. I'm not gonna go there today. I don't know the words, but overall, it wasn't, you know, all of that. But you know, I enjoyed it. I'm always there for the nostalgia of artists that I enjoyed through the years, and you know, them coming back, performing, and thinking about, you know, when they're in their heyday. You know, so that's always cool to give them that exposure. So like, you got something you want to say, La Ramsey?
Yep, because you said nostalgia, and it made me think of our sweet coming to America.
And that shit was too corny. Did y'all see Rick Ross?
They say that he is going to America to get his son.
Yeah, so I really just think just like relationships, some are just one time and that is it. You do not remake it. Don't go back.
Real quick, Rick Ross, most of the film was filmed at his estate
house
in Atlanta or somewhere in the general vicinity. And so that maybe there was like, he wrote it in like, I need a part.
Yeah, I think they said that he did. I think they said that that's what he said. That's why he did it. But that's not even the funniest part. Someone said the man or the granddaddy. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name. Looked like Lil Wayne. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about.
The wise man. He was supposed to be like the wise man.
He's the wise man.
I think that was Arsenio. Was that Arsenio? No.
Was it?
I'm not sure.
Girl, they said it was Lil Wayne.
Listen, he has more locks attached than Lil Wayne. Sorry, couldn't have been Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Just saying.
That was hilarious.
Okay, so I love the movie. I mean, let me not say I love the movie. I like seeing all of the original character, like the connections to the original characters. I like the parts when they would do the flashbacks. Those parts I enjoy because it was funny flashing back to the original. But some things just weren't realistic. For an example, the old men in the barbershop. How are they still alive 30 years later?
Yeah. Well, how about the father's funeral? Like, he was there.
But that was hilarious.
That man said he wanted to have his funeral beforehand.
Before he died. And you saw But
like,
when they took that scene from The Lion King, I was like, come on now. This The Lion King. No. But
Yeah.
I will say overall, I like the film. My only concern or thing that they could have just eliminated, and I'm so sorry to those that really love him, but the Wesley Snipes character to me didn't seem very needed. I would have loved if they had taken his sister and allowed her to really thrive in her role. They just kind of hit her and then kept it going. I would have appreciated it if maybe it was her daughter.
Yes, but the only thing about that, and it's still a movie, but staying true to somewhat quote unquote tradition, you know, she wouldn't be in a lead role in their cultural tradition as far as like if you wanted to kind of stick to that storyline but have her in the lead.
Well, but she could have had a husband.
She could have had a husband. Yeah.
I just didn't. I thought they tried to make Wesley too funny that it didn't make sense. Like that little walk. I was like, I ain't quite. Now Wesley's son was hilarious. I was like, oh gosh.
What's his name? Which son? You talking about?
Wesley's
the guy that plays
son.
on Power. Guy that plays on Power, right? That's it. He played his son, didn't he?
I don't.
I didn't like the Prince of Zamunda.
Oh,
I didn't like who they cast to be his son, like, and the mama, like, I didn't like them.
Oh no, to me she was the star. To me, she helped make it hilarious. She would be coming in, hey baby daddy. It was just so funny to me. Like every time she would come on the scene, I would be laughing. I like the comedic relationship between her and Lisa. I thought that was fun. Two homegirls from Queens, like reconnecting on some stuff. It was just, I like that dynamic actually. I felt like she helped make the movie funny.
Listen, when the son came to ask her about his bath, and she was sitting there, and she was like, "Son, go and get your bath."
It's a tradition. This is their culture. We're in a new place,
baby. And when his head came up from that water,
ooh, what he fine now?
Fine, girl, fine, like cross-eyed, fine.
Yes. But it was a little predictable that the prince was going to fall for the barber.
Yes, early on.
Spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't seen it.
Oh, we spoil
Yeah, we're going to have to put spoiler alert from the very beginning.
Make sure we do.
Huh?
I said, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, okay, let's rate it. Honestly, like, okay, Britt, from a scale, what are you using movies from 1 to 5?
Yeah, 5-star or like 4-star or 1-star, right? So 1 to 5.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 3.
La Ramsey,
I'll give it a 4 because I appreciated what they were attempting to do, not to recreate it. I think their goal was just to celebrate the original one, and for the celebration, I give it a 4. For Gladys, I give it a 4.
But I did like all of them.
Leaving on the midnight train to Zamunda.
Yeah. Some things just didn't fit, you know. I would give it
weird.
I would give it a 3.5.
Okay.
I would just say this. I think that people should watch the movie in the context of this is not a remake, or it's how can I describe it? It's more of a separate movie. Like it's just, you cannot expect from part 1 what you're going to get in part 2. And I don't think that was their desire or their hope, but I think that's
that may have been my false expectation.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people it was, because they were, and you have to think of, and it's not that the first movie was that great. I just feel that when it came out, it's an 80s movie. It's all about the 80s, things that we don't have anymore. Soul glow, that nostalgia. it makes you feel something. It's like, oh, not the 80s were great, and you feel that all in this movie. Now this next one, it is a little more for, I think they tried to also cater to the new audience, the new kids of today, because some of that stuff I was like, ooh, someone said it was risky.
I do like I thought that it was more PG, like the children could watch it versus the ones that we watched growing up.
But someone said, someone was like, oh, it's so vulgar. And I was like, more vulgar than the first one?
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it was.
Right. Oh, did you guys hear that Ryan Coogler really wanted Michael B. Jordan to play Prince Hakeem's son in a spinoff? He wanted him to be the part 2.
See, now I would have liked that. But I guess because I like Michael B. Jordan. I just thought he was just, perhaps it wasn't someone else who made it. But he wasn't no eye candy. The guy who was bathing the mama, I didn't know him. But hell, I was a fan.
So what happened? Why didn't they select him, La Ramsey?
Why didn't they select Michael B. Jordan? So Eddie Murphy's thing was the movie is not about the son. And for them to come up with a part 2 and make it only about the son, because they would literally not have everyone else that was in there. It would just be Michael B. Jordan and a continuation. And it would be centered around the son.
So it would have drastically changed the storyline then?
It would have drastically changed the storyline. But, I mean, it is what it is. Michael B. Jordan got other projects going on. He's whining and dining his boo thing right now.
Lori.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them together. And did y'all see the gift that he gave her, the stock in Hermes?
Mm-hmm, but they didn't say how much.
But I think I Googled and I feel like I can't remember the price, but it's not cheap.
Oh.
Let me find out how much it is.
Yeah, tell us what the allegedly. I don't dislike them together. It's just still kind of interesting, just the whole ordeal. But I was like, if my man gave me something like that, I'm like, I mean, it's very thoughtful.
Yes.
It's a gift that'll keep on giving.
Exactly. The investment mindset, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So according to Hermes, one share is $107. So I'm not a stock person, but I'm sure he gave her a lot.
I imagine he at least gave her the price of a bag.
Probably 10 shares.
Yeah. At
5 to 10.
So how much is a bag? A Hermes bag is how much?
20.
Oh.
20K?
Mm-hmm. God, let me fact check. Yeah, about that. I don't have one.
We did talk about this during Black Women in Luxury. When you said you can't talk about something that you don't have, but
right. Hermes, the one that everybody wants is, I think it's 20,000, y'all.
I would imagine 20 and up sounds about right.
But if I had my choice, and this is just me, I would rather have the stock than the bag. Because
Hermes Birkin, I'm sorry, looks like it's about between $9,000 and $400,000.
Wait, $400,000.
That's what the thing say, the price range.
I believe you. I believe her.
Excuse me. 400, comma 000.
Yeah, I believe you, because if you think about the resale value of those bags too, and some of them, because they only make a couple of a very select few,
yes,
when they want them, and they pay a lot of money. And I think resale probably is more expensive than the original price, because they don't sell the original ones to everybody.
Yep. So a Birkin 25 is about 9,800. A Birkin 30 is about 10,000. A Birkin 35 is 12,000. These are the models. So the Togo, either Togo or Look, they about to know that I don't have a Birkin. I don't want to do this to myself.
It's okay, sis. None of us do.
The to go or Togo, right? Birkin 25. Like I said, it started at 9,000. 25 started at 9,000, and the 35 started at 12,000.
But Ari, what were you saying? You said you'd rather have one versus the other?
I would rather have the stock than the bag. And because I feel like in the long run, the stock would pay off more. And then I would eventually be able to purchase a bag if I wanted and still have some. You know what I mean? From the money that I would make from the
Of
stock.
course.
Yeah.
So.
I think about
So
even with flowers.
Say it again.
I think about even with flowers. Sometimes I'm like, roses are pretty, they're beautiful, but I don't have to have them. Now there was one time my husband got me a forever rose. Have you ever seen them? And they're supposed to only last a year, but the one
Venus LaFleur?
Hmm?
Like the Venus ones? Did it come in a box?
I know it comes in a box. It reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast. It's the same little glass jar.
Okay.
And I had one and it lasted almost 3 years. It probably would still be alive if it wasn't for the fact that when we were trying to take it to someone's house, it fell out. I was like,
oh my God. Oh,
it's like
that sucks. What is the appropriate timeline to start purchasing gifts for your new significant other? So like you're new in a relationship. So the reason why I'm asking this question is because obviously my birthday's in December. So guys who I have dated prior to my husband have always had birthdays before mine. And I feel like it was always like, damn, do you buy them something really nice and then they get your ass something shitty for your birthday? Or do you not buy them anything at all? Wait till they give you something for your birthday first.
I think it depends on the length of time that determines the gift. So like if we're only in a relationship for a couple of months when your birthday comes, you get something decent, but maybe not say something that's nice if it's like 8-10 months, a year. You know what I mean? I think the time matters for me. And I think the first person sets the tone.
For the birthday gifts.
Yeah.
So you met a guy today. You and him start talking. His birthday is like 2 weeks from now. Are you buying him a gift or not?
No. You get a card.
Damn.
And maybe
I will be buying the person a gift.
You said talk to dinner.
I was about to say, and I maybe take him to dinner or something like that, a card, then something like that. Maybe.
I feel like I'm a good gift giver.
I
feel like I'm a good gift giver.
You said 2 weeks though. Like you said talking. Like that's
well, what would you buy him in 2 weeks, Britt?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna have me looking like no ex sugar mama.
Your life, you lived it. Don't take no simple or whatever that is. Tell us.
A shirt. I don't know. Something nice.
I can see a shirt.
That's not bad.
I mean, who I haven't dated since 10 years ago, so obviously my money was a little different. So, I probably be getting them a shirt. Maybe now, present day, I probably wouldn't buy anybody nothing because I've had shitty gifts. So.
Well, and speaking of that, one Valentine's Day, I had been talking to someone and we had been talking for a while. And
what's a while?
Probably, if not, it wasn't a year, but short of that. But I remember, and that this was the final straw for me. Valentine's Day came, and I don't think we did Christmas, or maybe it was Christmas. I can't remember. But whatever holiday came, and for him, I think I got him something. It must have been Christmas because I think I got shoes. Not expensive shoes. Not expensive shoes.
Oh, you see, I set up for that one.
I'm gonna in the shoe conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't expensive shoes, which I heard later on you should never buy somebody's shoes because they'll walk right out with them shoes on. But
that is a lie.
That's what I was going to say.
But it's okay because he needed to. He really did. But
he needed to walk out. Yeah. He needed to buy you the shoes.
No, we shouldn't have even been. This shouldn't have even gone down that road. And it kind of impacted me, but I'll tell you that afterwards. But so I got some shoes. They weren't expensive, and I had asked for some perfume. Well, you know what this old raggedy Bama did? You know how you get the free gift?
Mm.
He gave me the free gift.
Like the little
and gave somebody else the perfume?
And gave some, it had to. And no, I didn't even get the sample. I got, like, you know, the bags,
came with the,
you know, the bags that come with it. And I kept saying, I was like, no, I know what this is. I shop here. This is my store. You done gave me the free gift. So where is the, I was like, oh no, sorry. This is it. That was the final straw for me.
wow.
Yes. And since then,
That
I
bad.
did not buy gifts for anyone I talked to after that. I was like, nope. Nope. What you buying me? That was a lesson learned. And I was young. I may have been 22. I was real young. Young and stupid. And he was just stupid.
Oh.
Because in the past I had done gifts and reciprocated. But yeah, that was.
All right, so what's one of the shittiest gifts you received?
I think probably a bowling alley gift certificate.
Cost more than my red bag.
It was like it's like, well, you know how in Savannah they have the like the bowling alley and all, you know, it's connected. So you can do the arcade, you can do the laser tag and all of that. But that wasn't my niche. That was his. So why would you give me that?
Yeah.
Help me out.
I mean, that wasn't a good gift because, especially if you don't like bowling and you don't like going to the arcade.
It was okay, but I mean, that's not something that's like a strong interest of mine.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I received shitty gifts. I received cheap gifts. And I mean, I guess that may have just been what the person could afford at the time, right? So I don't want to seem ungrateful.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
but it would be stuff that I would never buy myself, right? And I feel like, you know me, you see me, like when you saw me wear this or do this or eat this or, you know, like.
But describe. I need more description. Yeah.
Well,
they probably listen to the podcast.
Oh, well.
Girl, they out themselves. They out themselves. They knew better.
It don't matter now.
I got an outfit from City Trends. No shade to people who wear City Trends.
Mm.
But it's
Did
just like, shut up.
You said it was a cheap gift. I'm assuming. How you know he
like those stretchy, like rainbow shirt situation? Like, I don't dress like that.
Maybe that's how he the dress, and maybe that's
why.
He tried. He got you one of them rayon tops with all the.
Just stuff.
Still better than that gift with purchase bag that I got.
So I have received the whole perfume collection, and the person put all the free gifts in the bag, and I was just like, okay. So when you say red, I was like, one of mine was red too. It was like, but it was a nice bag actually. It was like a tall red patent leather plastic bag.
And I put all my leather.
And I put my books in there for school. I thought it was pretty cute. And I had like a gold guest bag, and it was like a silver and pink, but those are like gym bags. But it came with the perfume set.
Hey, but it came with the perfume.
Yes.
It did. And the perfume was Jessica Simpson Fancy. That was my shit at the time.
Well, mine was supposed to be Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy, but all it was a red patent leather bag from Macy's, and I'm sure that's where it came from. I shop here too much. I could buy my own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, needless to say, that was the turning point in the end. I'm sure there should have been other red flags, but I was like, oh, we're not together. We just friends.
But over that amount of time, you would expect a little better. That's quite.
Well, either way, afterwards, everybody else got nothing. I don't do gifts. Sorry.
Well, everybody used to get gifts from TJ Maxx. You know, I used to work at TJ Maxx back in the day, and I used to get a discount.
I used to get them little boxes and little shirts, huh?
I never buy shoes on old school Southern. What's the word I'm looking for? Stereotype, or not stereotype, but superstition.
Superstition.
I buy my husband's shoes.
You do?
That's my husband.
Right.
Yeah, my Roger used to work at Macy's in the women's shoe department, so that's all I used to get was shoes. I'm still here. Knock on wood. Look, I'm telling you not to be superstitious, but I still had to knock on wood because it's psychological.
Look, that's why he's still here, because he knew her heart and what she wanted.
Right.
Yep. And I still have the first pair of shoes that he ever bought me was some Jessica Simpsons, but they were like super high. And I probably only wore them like twice. I should try to sell them, but.
Okay, ladies, this is going to be an introduction of a new segment that we're going to have on each of our episodes every month. And to kick us off, we invited some of our listeners to give us some questions, and we're going to answer. Ask Judy. Well, we're going to be Judys, 3 Judys. Okay. So the question came from a gentleman, and he said, are men allowed to be upset and express their dislike of a gift that they received?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
My husband told me if I bought him something that he didn't like, he's been like, I don't wear this.
Why not? Because we should be entitled to express. If we don't like something, why can't they?
And how do you think that will so if it's a lady and your guy saying, I don't really like that gift that you bought, should they say it a different way? Do you think it's going to come across the same way as when we say it?
I think anything that matters, it depends on how you say it, anything. And so.
Right, it definitely, absolutely.
Okay.
But I would appreciate if someone told me that I bought something they didn't like versus them not using it and wasting my money. Like, let me exchange it for something that you do like, or let's, like, I want you to use what I buy you.
That's
I work
true.
hard for my coins. I do a lot of podcasts.
That's true. Okay. So the next question, and I'm going to give you guys my answer, but of course.
Well, you hold on a minute. You didn't answer the other one.
Oh, you don't think I answered the other one? Well, I agree with you guys. A guy can't tell the lady that they don't like their gift. But I don't know how often that happens. I think it happens probably more the female telling the guy or the female not liking their gifts, because sometimes I wonder, do you know me?
Right.
Earlier.
Yep.
And I don't know, I feel I'm a great gift giver too. I try to do based on what people like or what I've heard them saying they wanted. I do think I might be I go a little overboard. And so I'm not sure why that is. It might be my love language, but not I don't expect gifts, but I like to give gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be my love language in the opposite direction.
Okay.
But yes, so the next one, and this is the last one. And so, audience, please, if you have anything you would like to ask us, we're going to announce on our Facebook page that we are doing a poll or that we need some questions for either our facilitator, whoever's going to come on, our invited guests. So please chime in. We need your feedback. So the question is it cool to get your baby mama, mother of your children, Christmas gifts if you are in a new relationship or you are married to someone else?
The gift must be on the behalf of the child, because other than that, there is no reason to be buying your baby mama a gift. If y'all was so friendly, y'all should have stayed in a relationship. You ain't like her. So what did you buy gifts for?
I agree. And I think it should be a very inexpensive gift because it's coming from the child.
Absolutely. And they don't have a job.
Right.
Right.
They actually need to make it.
Arts and crafts.
You need to help them make it.
Right. And really what I would have done in that case, if I was the father of the child or even the stepmom of the child or the mother of the child, I would say, Junebug, here's $20 or $25. Take it, go to the store and buy something for your mama. It wouldn't be, I have an infant. we got a 12-month or
right.
a 2-year-old, and I'm going to buy you a gift on behalf of your child. No, because clearly the child doesn't know anything.
Right.
Maybe if it was Mother's Day, that would be a little different. Like, here's a car and a this. Thank you for taking care of our child.
That's nice.
But that's all she wrote.
Right. Yeah.
That's all she wrote. Well, thank you, ladies, for chiming in on those questions. Yes. We'll have more of those coming. So please participate. Give us your feedback. Let us know what's going on in your world so we can discuss it here.
And for the questions that were asked today, let us know your thoughts. Would you think it's okay to give a gift? If your current spouse is giving a gift to their child's mother or father, what are your thoughts about that? As well as the first question, which has slipped my mind. What was it?
Oh. Oh, can a guy be upset over about the gift that they received? Can they express?
Yeah, ladies, let us know. Are you okay with your guy saying, I didn't really like that? Like, are you okay with that? Let us leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think. And we just want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Lab Review. And we'll see you soon. Be on the lookout for our next episode.
Peace.
Peace.